Have you ever felt frustrated or disappointed or even betrayed by someone just because you think that the person was going to do something but didn't do it? We call that expectation. What is the difference between expectation and agreement? Hmm, something to chew on, huh? Hey beautifuls, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello. My name is Danu Great. I am a certified life coach. I am a mom, a wife, and a former stay-at-home mom. As a life coach, I empower women over 40 to build unshakable confidence, overcome limiting beliefs with ease, and achieve extraordinary success so they can live the life of their dreams. Today, we are going to talk about the distinction between these two words, expectation and agreement. So, if you find this topic interesting, then keep on watching. A lot of people, unfortunately, often mix up the concept of expectations and agreement, even though they represent different aspects. Expectations are the belief that you have um, about something that should happen a certain way, or about someone who should behave, in your opinion, a certain way. You see what I mean? Agreements, however, are mutual understandings or arrangement that people consciously decide or agree upon together. I'm not going to touch the legal part of agreement because this is not my area of expertise. But something recently happened between my husband and me, and I said, you know what? This is the best example for me to go ahead and record a video to talk about it and then, to make people aware and also bring the difference between expectations and agreement because I think this is important. We were in Victoria, Canada. My husband and I, we were in the car waiting in line for the ferry to arrive, and then suddenly, one of the agents approached us and wanted to see our passport. And then after checking the passport, he told my husband that, okay, go to the window so they can put a stamp on the passport for you. And my husband left with the passport. And I was in the car with my son. And a few minutes later, and I said, okay, what is he doing there? How long is the line? And I, get off the car, and as I was walking, to go by the window over there to see what was happening, I saw my husband coming back. And he put the passport back in the car and he said that he was going to the restroom, and they call it washroom there. So now I said, okay, let me go too. Okay, because I was going to check on you over there. So now you're here. So let's walk, and then I hold his hand and we were walking like two lovebirds and then going to the restroom slash washrooms, the way they call it there. And then when we got there, he entered before me, and then the ladies section was closed, because there was someone else using the restroom. And when that lady came out, I was in there doing my thing. And I think that I heard my husband's voice, but I tried to say something to see if he would answer to me, but I didn't hear anything. And I was okay. So now when I was done and then I got out, I thought it was my husband talking to me, but I look left and right. I didn't see him. And then what I have done is going just close to the men's washroom door to say, "Hey, babe, I'm here waiting on you. And then there was that man. He was in the line waiting for the other man to come out. And then he looked at me like, what do you think you're doing? And I mean, when I saw him looking at me like that, and I said, oh, no, it's my husband in there. And he said, huh, what does your husband look like? And I said, black, just like me. And he said, oh, mm-mm, your husband is gone. And I was like, what? He said, yeah, your husband is gone. And I was like, are you sure? And he said, yes. And I was like thinking, okay, what happened to that man? We were two lovers holding hands, going to the washrooms together, and then he left me behind. I was like, I can't believe it. But I didn't believe the man, and I said, okay, well, thank you. Let me go and check, right? And then when I get in the car, I saw my husband sitting there, but he said, babe, instead of, standing and waiting, I came here to send you a message to tell you that I'm already in the car. And I was like, you know what? Expectation is a beast. And he was like, why are you saying that? And I was like, yes, I was expecting you to be outside when I come out of the washroom. And he said, again, I said that I couldn't stay there. And here is the text that I'm writing right now to send to you to tell you that I am already in the car and that I left. And I answered, text that I would never receive because I didn't have my phone with me. And he was like, but I didn't know that. And I was like, me, when I came out of the washroom, I did what I thought I was supposed to do, wait on you. When I don't see you out there, when I didn't see you out there, I had to go by the door to say, babe, I am here waiting on you, until that man was looking me like crazy, thinking like, what is she doing? And he said, I'm lost. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I apologized because it was me expecting too much. And he was like, this is not expectations. What does expectation has to do with that? I'm telling you that I am here writing you. And I was like, you can just stop talking now. I understand your point. The issue is not you. The issue is me because I was expecting you to be out there waiting on you, on me, since we went there together, holding hands like two loving birds, you know? And then he was like, okay, you don't see my point. And I was like, babe, I understand your point, and I'm not there anymore. Now I am with me, thinking about what I did, thinking about the pressure I put on myself by expecting something that we didn't even agree upon. You see what I mean? So, what do you think this is? This is a classic example of expectations, right? When I thought about it, I was like, well, yeah, it was on me and it was my fault, right? I could just have said, babe, if you finish before me, wait for me. And if I'm done before you, I will just be right here waiting for you or waiting on you. I didn't say that. But why in the world I was expecting him to stay there and wait for me, right? And since we didn't agree on that, the best thing for him to do was to, go in the car, grab his phone, and sent a text to let me know that, babe, I'm not there anymore. I know you might need some time in there. I am back in the car. But guess what? I didn't have my phone with me. I would never receive that message while I was there. So the disappointment was huge, right? But when I keep thinking about that, I was asking or wondering, or disappointment? Okay, I had that little voice telling me, Danu, are you for real? Are you talking about disappointment right now? Isn't that a strong word to use in this situation? Because what would you even do? Even why would you even be disappointed? For something that you guys didn't even agree upon consciously or before. Why would you be disappointed? Right? And it took me sometimes to think about that, and then, to calm myself down, and then to realize that, Danu, put your ego aside. That doesn't have anything to do. This is not what it was supposed to be. You didn't agree on anything, right? So now that's what expectations, can do to us. Expectations can make us angry, disappointed, frustrated for nothing, just because you are expecting someone to do something that would make you good, that would make you feel good. You see what I mean? I realized it was all about me. It was just me thinking that, okay, me coming out of the washroom and seeing my husband, standing there waiting on me. And why would he even do that? Because the car was right there. You know, why was I even thinking about something like that? Expectations, our ego sometimes, you know, keep us blind, right? So next time when you feel disappointed, um, or you feel frustrated, or whatever it is, for any type of situation, similar, ask yourself that, well, were we even agreed on that before? Because most of the time, what you are thinking about is not what the other person is thinking about. And the way you see things is very different than, the way someone else see things. We are different. We think differently. Our brains operate differently. And that's okay. And that's the beauty of life and the beauty of being human as well. You need to communicate, whatever you need, so the other person can understand and can know what you're talking about, or what you need. Don't ever assume that because you are married to someone for so many years and the person knows exactly what you need at the exact moment, right? All those things are expectations. Agreements, however, is when you say, okay, here's what happened. I'm going to the washroom right now. We are going there. I'm going there and you're going here. And then when you're done, wait for me here. Or if I am done before you, I will be here waiting on you. This is agreement. When you feel bad or when you are frustrated, please, please make sure that expectation is not a big part of whatever is happening to you. The reason why I have decided to, talk about that, to share my little story with you, is because I realized that you know. Now that I am where I am now, I can make the difference. And when something like that happens to me, I know now how to back off and reflect on myself and reflect on the situation to see what happened. you know I had to detach myself from the situation so I could understand better. Wait, what happened there, right? Because he was telling me, my husband was telling me, but you don't see my point. And I was like, okay. So now, please don't let your ego blind you, and don't let expectations step on your toes. Okay. So this is very important. All right, beautifuls, let me ask, did something similar happen to you as well? If you can relate to my story, go ahead and write your story down below in the comments. So, because I would love to hear from you. And I'm taking this moment to invite you to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and also share my videos with other women you think, would benefit from them. Thank you so much for the support. And then I believe that we can build a beautiful community here where we can help each other and we can share, and talk about our challenges because we are human. Okay? So share the videos. Thank you so much in advance. And let's continue. All right, beautifuls, before I end this video today, I'm going to take a moment again to give you the difference between expectations and agreement so you know for next time. Okay. And when something like happens to you and you feel frustrated, disappointed, or anything in that matter, take a moment to reflect on yourself, back off, detach yourself from the situation, and take a moment to think, okay, to see if expectations are not a big part of whatever is happening to you. Okay, so expectations are usually implicit, okay, they are not clear communications. Um, Usually, expectations are based on assumptions, your own opinion about something, what something should do, or what someone should do, or how someone should react, and how someone should, behave, based on your own expectations. It's, to me, I think it's also part of your ego, what your ego desire, but it doesn't have anything to do with the other person. Okay, so agreements, on the other hand, when you and someone else mutually agreed upon something, right? Or you are mutually decided that you are going to do this and you are going to do that. And the communication is clear between the both of you, between both parties, and everybody understand what is required, what is required for him to do or to say. So, okay, this is the big difference between those two. All right, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share the videos. So again, this is Danugwet, empowering you to unleash your inner sparkle. Now is your time to shine. Let's shine together. Until next time.